If you want to know what's behind these glasses, keep on watching. Like, go watch. Like, I don't want to see you anymore. Like, go. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I already have my base on and my brows already done. And if you want to learn how to do this, you can go watch my last video. It's going to be right here. And it's just like a natural look. This video, however, is going to be a little bit more towards the eyeshadow, getting that little like cut crease transition. We're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette today. And I'm just excited to get started with you guys, so keep on watching. So our first step today, we're going to be going into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to be using the shade Hunts. It's this really red, really pretty shade right under the pink highlight. So we're just going to go in with a little pencil brush, and I'm going to go right above my crease because I have pretty creased eyes. Right above, we're gonna wing it out. We're gonna wing it out like that. And I know all you makeup gurus know, honey, that's not how you do a cut crease. Well, it's gonna work today. It's gonna work. In and out, like that. This time, I know I said I hated it, but we're going to be doing one eye at a time just so you can really focus on the different steps. So our next step is we're going to be going in with that same Hunt shade, that red shade, with a different like buffer brush. This is a large eyeshadow brush, but I use it to buff out my concealer when I carve out my brows. So we're going to get a little bit of that, and we're going to blend that up. It's a snow day today. That's why the lighting's off, you can tell. But I love snow. So yeah, we're just blending that up to get that blended eyeshadow look. Like that. So our next step for this eyeshadow look is going to be going in with the Morphe 15D palette. This is the Day Slayer. It's so good, I love it. And we're going to be going in with the shade In the Crease. It's that orange right there, just to get that little ombre color effect. And we're going to blend that even more. Just a little bit on the top to get that brow area. If you have less eye space, I recommend doing it on the crease. Like, see, I did it over my crease because I have lots of eye space, but if you don't do that. Just like compress everything, but make sure you still blend, because a lot of people have trouble with like not blending. Our next step, after we used In the Crease from the 15D palette, we're going to be going back in with the Hunts with that little pencil brush in the beginning, and we're just gonna redefine where we cut it out the first time. Just so it still has that pop of color ombre effect. Like that. So off camera, I just took that little buffer brush again and I blended that upwards just so we can still have that defined line, but it's super intense now. You can see on my crease, it's perfectly shapen, it's out, it looks like a wing, it's snatched. So our next step is we're gonna be going with the Shape Tape Concealer. I am a light neutral because I like to be pale, I like to have that bright colorfulness. And then back in with this brush. I've not talked about this brush yet. I used it in my first video, and it's an eyebrow brush. It's cursed. It hates me so much. It makes my eyebrows look so bad. Girl, it's cursed. it has like this ghost in it that's out to get me, and overall, I hate this brush, but since I got a new eyebrow brush, the Anastasia like B7 brush, I love it. Slayed. I use this one to now carve out my cut creases, and I love it. My eye is not very, it's not a good eye, so I have to hold it down. And you might be looking at this thinking it's super, super messy, but really, it doesn't matter right now. See, we just slayed this cut crease. So, we just cut out our cut crease with the Tarte Shape Tape, with the cursed eyebrow brush, and then I went back in with this blending crease brush and just like, I don't know, like just spread the Shape Tape around, make it all even, just so it's nice and cut. And I did go a little bit far right here. I'm just gonna blend that eyeshadow down. Perfect. Okay. Why are you doing this to me today? So our next step, after we carve this out, we're going to be going back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to be using Jada and Diva. That's the two green colors in the very left. These two, this one and this one. This one's Jada, this one's Diva. I'm so dumb. So, we're gonna be going in with the shade Jada and Diva. We're gonna be going back in with the cursed eyebrow brush. I wet it down with water a little bit. You can use Maxis Plus. You can use the Mario Badescu skincare spray. I use that all the time. You can use setting spray as long as it's wet and you don't use makeup remover. So we're just gonna be going back in with this green shade right here. This one's Jada. Just gonna be going back in, carving out our second part of the cut crease. Just using this and going back in. Don't go all the way up to the first shadow, because that's the cool part about it, because there's a little space, and then wing it out. And if you can like meet it to the next shadow, you don't have to. It'll look good if you do either one. So off camera, I finished going in and cutting out the actual lid and crease and created a little wing right here just to meet the outside of the other shadow. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's right there. So our next step, we're gonna go back into that line of the first shadow, like the reddish one on top, and we're gonna be going into this line with a liquid eyeshadow. You can use anything as long as it's like a reddish color, and I really like to use liquid eyeshadows just to get that shimmer like perfect, and they're super easy to use. This one is the Morphe Master Metallics. It's copper. It comes in this set of 3, and it comes with gold, bronze, and copper. They're like super cute. I use them all the time for like half cut creases. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back in and define that line. Be very, very careful, because this can make or break your look right now. Just winging it right there like we did the first time. And I know it looks super intense face right now. But blend it a little bit upward. A little bit more. Ooh, girl, do you see that shine? She's blinding. So, our next step with the top eyeshadow, we're going to be going into the shade, it's called Firework. It's the one in the Jaclyn Hill palette right next to Hunt's. It's this one. It's super metallic-y, and I love it. You could also use this one to get that little shimmer right there, but we're going to use this one right now to blend out our line so we can keep the shimmer, but still have it blended. So really the first two shades were just to like really reinforce the color underneath. If you have like a super pigmented shadow, you can just go straight in with the shimmer and the color that we're gonna use on top of the green. But I just like to really enforce that color to make sure even if you do mess up on the shimmer, it's still blended and it's so nice. We are gonna go back in with the blending crease brush and just really blend that out. It's gonna get into our eyebrow region a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next step. Gotta wait until this concealer dries. This is taking forever. Someone's walking past and like looking at me. Go away. Girl, this is taking forever. I have stuff to do. I have shows to watch. I have AP World homework assignments that I'm never gonna do. So finally, our concealer dried above our green, and you could see I kind of went over my green right there just because, okay, but, not me. So we're gonna go back in with the shade Diva. Diva with this brush, and we're gonna go in on our lid. Now this is a really pretty shimmery green color. Because the cursed eyebrow brush is not applying very well, I just grabbed this really cheap e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm gonna use it as a packer brush for that same shade Diva in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And we're just gonna go over this, ooh, to make that really shine. Let's make it cute. Put a little bit of that on my under my eye to really give that a wing effect. So right now we just finished one eye, all slayed and ready to go, and then I'm gonna do the next eye off camera and I'll be right back. Oh my god, I'm triggered. This song. So I'm finally done with the other eye. Those little clips were just to show you why it took 3.5 hours to finish this. Yay! So our next and last step is to just go in with mascara. Make those eyelashes nice and long. Just kidding, our last step is going to be just put some chapstick on. It's cold, it's dark, it's snowy, you're gonna get chapped lips, you need to take care of them. I don't know what brand this is, but some chapstick. And we are all complete. We're all done. We're snatched. We're good. We're ready to go on our day. But might as well use some Mario Badescu. Yeah, spray. Just make sure no texture, skin is popping out, everything's good, everything's melted together, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave now.